question, why are we human beings so uptight? Why can't we just relax in the face of life? We get ourselves all worked up with how life should be and what others think instead of just enjoying our lives. As my daughter will say, it's not that deep. Don't take yourself too seriously. So today I want you to give yourself permission to enjoy your time here on earth and stop worrying about what anyone thinks. In fact, it's your ego that makes you think that they really care about you. There's 8 billion people in the world. And so whatever enjoyment means for you, go for it. As long as you're not harming yourself or your fellow travelers who are here to experience with you. Many people think that to be spiritual means renunciation, giving up everyday life and not living in a certain way, avoiding certain things and that would make them spiritual and different from everyone else. Hiding away somewhere, trying to avoid certain experiences. It's almost as if you say that you're spiritual, then you shouldn't want the nice things in life. You should be like a monk or a nun or a guru, content with living in a cave somewhere. Haba. That's not the spiritual that I came here for. I remember my birthday last year when I got a Bentley as a gift from my husband. And someone actually said to me, how are you going to balance spiritual life with this luxury lifestyle? And that in fact, they thought that I would say no to the gift. I was like, huh? Are you for real? As if a life of luxury is only meant for certain people and they can't be spiritual at the same time. People always think that you have to tone it down to be seen to be spiritual. Who wrote that memo? And who has time to keep tabs on all of us to see who's toning it down? What is life? What does it mean to you? In the pursuit of your everyday mundane life, can you not be fully present and spiritual? And then in the pursuit of your spiritual life, where you're active and conscious, can you not enjoy the joys and blessings of everyday luxury? Who said they're both mutually exclusive, away from each other? We're on earth to enjoy everything that creation has to offer us on this planet. And so to renounce something means I want it, but I can't have it because I'm trying to show the world that I live a spiritual life, so I will deprive myself. Now that is the biggest, that is pretentious, that's hypocritical and just downright wrong. And you're only fooling yourself because you see that itch needs a scratch and it will keep being itchy. So you might as well scratch it. And that's why we're here. Life on earth is not about renunciation. I always say you're better off eating a piece of cake and getting a tummy ache from it, so that next time that cake is presented to you, you know not to indulge in it than to spend all of your life running away from eating that cake, even though you've never actually tasted the cake before. So in that case, how do you know what the risks are and why you are even avoiding it in the first place? Living from the fear of other people's say-so than from your own real life experiences. I'm so glad with myself that I've always been resilient, always headstrong, maybe even called stubborn sometimes when it comes to my life and what truly matters to me. The goal is to be able to experience everything, to nibble and taste where possible, and choose for yourself what gives you joy and what doesn't. The key is to remember that nothing which you experience here should own you. It should not become a propensity, and you should not be a slave to anything. So you cannot make that temptation go away. You can only strengthen yourself in the midst of all the temptations so that you do not fall into them. All that you have attracted to yourself must be thoroughly enjoyed for your own satisfaction. So why not? The reason we lay our beds in the morning is so that we can come back at night and lay on it perfectly. Otherwise, what's the point? So we are always seeking more, always wanting more out of life. And our consciousness is always being pulled in the direction of what we want. So it's all about what we choose to focus on. The mistake that people make is actually allowing themselves to be sucked into one thing and one thing only, and they lose sight of everything else. If you're in a room and you cast your gaze on just one thing in the room, say the painting that's on the wall, you can't see everything else that's going on in the room. You don't know what's showing on the TV. You can't see what color the bed sheets are. You don't know what door leads to the bathroom because your focus is just on that painting on the wall. And so you become constricted, narrow-minded, one horse wonder. And life is not expansive for those who are just looking through that one narrow lens. You must see everything. You must see the bigger picture, both the spiritual and the physical. Not just the picture on the wall, but the entire room. This creation is beautiful as it is. And we must enjoy everything that there is and explore everything to the degree that nothing owns you. That means you are not a slave to any. And if it was taken away tomorrow, you'll be fine with it. And because none of them own you, you know who you belong to. That is one of the biggest secrets of life that I have realized. Living without fear of losing anything, because it's just a thing. So the key is to enjoy without attachment. It doesn't mean I'm going to muster all my energy and renounce things and avoid them. It means I'm going to enjoy the experience, but it won't own or define me. Many so-called living a spiritual life are living in self-deprivation. They've convinced themselves that they do not deserve the good things in life because it will hinder or affect their spiritual growth. Yes, it will. If it becomes a propensity and you become a slave to it or focus on just that. But if you see it as what it is and the purpose which it serves, then it will be no more than a tool that you're using on earth. Just like a carpenter uses a hammer and lets go of it when his work is done. He doesn't go and bow down to the hammer every day, even after he has completed his job. So let's enjoy life as we deserve to. Trust me, we're worth it. Until next time, be gentle with yourself and enjoy each experience that comes into your space. Until next time, bye for now.